Yo. So this week, so I have a project idea for next week. It was gonna be for this week, but I ran out of time, so it'll be for next week. So this week, I figured I would do something quick, get it over with, get it easy. So starters this week was like a 7, 2. Not a lot happened in the creative space this week. I tried a handful of things that didn't pan out, so yeah, but that's okay. I've got something pretty cool in the works. Like I said, that's where my energy's been poured so far today and through the rest of this week, I'm sure. So we'll get there. So today we're gonna do like a quick little update tour of my office space because I figured it's been a while since you've been over, and I've moved some stuff around, added some stuff, changed some stuff. So let's take a look. On the side behind you right now, that's her area, so we'll leave that. That's hers. That's none of my business to be in. But we'll start over here. So for starters, we still got we'll start here. The whiteboard with no ideas because that's just the kind of week it's been. Got the artwork with the Tetris over top of it. And then my Aegises still holding strong. Then down here we have a little tote for craft stuff. That's obviously my more classy end table. So figured it would feature it here. If we move over to the closet, we have the calendar that I was gonna try and track progress with at some point, and we can see how well that was updated. So that's great. Open the closet up. Then we have a very full closet of all kinds of things. But main thing here is this, which is a server rack that's holding my server computer. So that's what this is. This whole thing is the computer. I've got a router in here, and then I've got cables that kind of snake around. But the router feeds this, it feeds my computer, it feeds the wireless on this side of the house. That way I can kind of control it a little bit better. But in here is my server for all the server stuff, media. I can upload DVDs to it and have that through the TVs around the house. Yeah, you can see it's thinking really hard because every once in a while it'll blink, and that's what that means. And then I also have the helmet up there, so I haven't found a good place to store it, but I'm sure I will. Okay. Now, looking around here, we have artwork, signed animation sheet from Castle in the Sky. You've got Kiki's Delivery Service postcard, Spirited Away postcard, Wild Mount map, and signed Peter Cullen Optimus Prime. Then on the desk, we'll get to the computer in a second. But first we have a bunch of supplies and stuff here, which is great. We have Millennium Falcon, my dragon named Maestro, a dice tower with 2 opposing things for when I'm running D&D. I also have dice at the ready because we know who I am. I've got some art practice I've been working on. I've been trying to get back into it, so you know that's always a struggle. But yeah, some random Disney Lorcana card that I started collecting, bought 1 pack and then didn't, but use that as inspiration to draw. Then keyboard and mouse pad and stuff. So computer down there. But on the desk, we've got a fan because it gets crazy hot in here because my computer is a freaking workhorse. Drive stuff, Eero for internet, external speakers. This is kind of cool. So I've got a new microphone here, and oh god, and it has an audio out. So I put an audio splitter here, so it splits to my headphones and to the speakers. So what that does is I can feed the audio here. It'll always go to my headphones, and if I want speakers, I just have to turn this up. I don't have to worry about any extra settings to change or anything like that. So that's pretty neat. Another thing, this microphone, as you can see once I unmuted it, it will show me live the levels of the recording I've got. So the more I talk, the more it lights up. If I peek it, it gets glowy red. Keyboard lights up when you smack it because that's what all good keyboards do. Mouse pad. I've got a desk length mouse pad with a charging bit. Man, everything I have is black and it's dark in here, so sorry about that. But charging base here for your phone, so you can set your phone on this little thing and it'll charge it for you. So that's pretty grand. This little light thing, which is a light. I should have had that on the whole time, huh? Wow. So microphone, charger, keyboard. But yeah, light, which is pretty great. Holds some stuff, but also it has a standard outlet there, so I can reach an outlet for the electronic stuff when I work on them in here. Then other than that, we got the 3 monitors, bam, bam, bam. And yeah, that's the setup. I'm pretty sure last time you were here, I had the desk oriented this way. So yeah, this new setup is really, it's been like this for a while, but I figured I didn't have anything else to talk about, so I'd do this. Yeah.